Ladies and gentlemen, we are live again. Trails in the sky. It's a roller coaster that apparently doesn't let anybody off. Really enjoying the time with it. It's insert Canadian comment right now. It's fucking cold here. Nipples are getting a little... Who saw that coming? This is where everyone comes in and goes, Jordan! Live in Canada. Land of the polar bears. I think I haven't seen one outside the zoo. I'd be very worried if I actually saw one outside of a zoo environment. Just mosey on down Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, right? Like that'd be something you don't want to see. But it might be able to take care of a few of the problems out there in the streets. I think the streets would be a lot safer. That's all I'm saying. Start releasing the polar bears. Let them come to us. Just what's happening. Anyways. Hello, TTV Corrupt. Shouldn't you have some type of online learning homework to be doing today? Something along those lines. What is not working here? Is my controller? Is this not wanting to work today? It's gonna be one of those days, eh? One of them days, right off the hop. You know, I turned it on, thought she was working. Mouse is telling me go screw applesauces and whatnot. No, okay, well, let's try this on and off again, like, cause that sometimes works, right? Although sometimes games like this doesn't like it when, you know, it's... Look, I am aware of the current day of the week, okay? I'm currently aware. Just because it's Saturday don't mean there ain't learning to be done, right? You ain't gonna learn anything here. That's for damn sure. I don't think the computer liked this be turned off and on. All right, I'm gonna have to exit out of this because this is being a silly nanny. Well, what do we have here? We have a controller that's not currently working at this moment in time, so we're gonna have to figure some jolly stuff out. We'll figure it out. We're gonna get a little black screen here. The music's gonna end, and I can wave to you and go hi. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna turn this on and off again. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. How's Baker today, by the way? I'm surprised that Restream has sort of fixed its problem from the YouTube chat. It's actually working today, although I think they did work a little bit the other day. I'm not entirely sure, but do I have to actually like fully close the game? Steam? Maybe we'll find out. Let's find out. Now's the game not gonna load? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, you know, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. There we go. I was hoping it was going to show up. Hoping. Now. Hey, there we go. Technical difficulties. There we go. He did. He had a really good first birthday. You know, he was a little unsure of like I don't know what the tradition is out your way or anything like that. Yeah, one for the photo. We got lots of photos. Sort of like the thing that like a lot of people do is like, you know, they just like my wife made a specific cake for him. One for on his birthday, and then one when we sort of had a little get together at the in-laws' house. And he was like, I've seen kids like they just mow right on in, and he's very unsure. I think he's very, he likes to be clean. I'm special. I'm special? Corrupt? I mean, I think I'm special. My mom says I'm cool. I'm trying to think what we're doing. Oh, that's right. We're meeting up with Tita's dad, who's in charge of like the Orbital factory. We gotta figure out where he's sort of taking us, and we're doing this temporary librarian job that I don't know where the rest of these libraries are. These books are. I found a couple. My guess is that I'm supposed to find more. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I'm not finding them. It's not making sense. This lab's on the southwest side. It's probably where a lot of terribleness is happening. Anyways, we're gonna head right on first floor. Are you done talking about? I'm not talking about you anymore at all. The stream is not about you. It never was about you. It's always about me. Always about me. Last resort, just use a guide. I've been trying very hard to avoid using guide. I've been doing quite well, but it's weird things like that. Yeah, maybe the stream is about you. Southwest guide. Never eat shredded wheat. Okay, that's where it is. We just went down the up. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see, like, we'll stop in at the Bracer Guild. We'll see if there's anything new to grab. Hey, Kwama, how are you? This is your wife talking on your account? I wasn't even talking about my wife. Now my wife is on the stream. I guess I better be on my best behavior. She has other important things to do. This is why we keep the YouTube chat separate now, ladies and gentlemen. Kwama, we're doing fantastic. Nothing to report, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so, anyways. Professor Russell's private laboratory. Is it laboratory or laboratory? Or maybe even it's lavatory. Wait, no, that's like a bathroom, right? That's like a fancy word. Yeah, I'm sure the Queen herself uses that as a reference to when she goes to make tinkle or something like that. Baker would know. He's there half the time. Elevator music, jiving music. She's right here, dummy. I know. Like, if you're gonna say that this is your wife and then say that she's right here, then call me a dummy, I should just like ban you outright right now. I don't care what your relationship's right now, okay? Shouldn't you be out like mowing your gigantic lawn or something? Isn't there a Minecraft stream out there that you should be watching? Someone to bother? Maybe a Five Nights at Freddy's? Surely I'm not that entertaining. The viewership shows. I can't even sit here and sip my own coffee without shit hitting the fan. You're under 18. You shouldn't even be watching the stream. Didn't you have to like click something that is for mature audience only? Almost choked. Anyways, is there any more? No, none. So, did you see Demon Souls gameplay? That looked next. I did. First of all, can I say, I didn't know that was a launch title out of nowhere. Like Randy Orton RKO. I mean, Shroud has a huge viewer base, and he barely. So hold on, maybe are we on to something? Maybe I should talk less. God, Lyric doesn't even have a camera. What you're telling me is maybe, quite possibly, for me to get popular is to remove the camera, get rid of this, and then just shut the hell up. So essentially, I could just have a stream where I'm not talking and you don't see me. And then, boom, 10,000k viewers. That's how that happens, apparently. Alright, southwest side. I'm guessing maybe over here. Like, is this his house? Oh wait, I already know what his house is. It's not this one. It's the one with the factory in it, because I'm a goofball. There we go. What worked well for the one who shall not be named. I think people came for their content differently over there. Nice place. Goddamn mansions everywhere. What am I even playing? So I am playing, it's called Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I think this game is probably older than you are. Probably easily older than you, as we look on through the... So we've already been here, and we were told to leave the man alone, which is fine. You know, you should leave most men alone. They don't want to be bothered, okay? Well, let's go and say hi then. Hold on, let's first check out to make sure that he doesn't have any library books that are overdue. That's the only thing I thought I would see. Nothing. Bupkis. He's not here. Probably left like a note or something, right? Or He was, like, here, dicking around. Oh, never mind. No, that's where we came. Is there an upstairs up here? God damn it. God, I'm a moron. God. Now I'm starting to think if I didn't even come up here. Oh, I'm home, Grandpa. Oh, here we go. Are we assuming that Tita's probably lost her, her fam jam? Is that what happened? Oh, God, he got upset. See, okay, can I just ask, what's up with his hair? Like, I've seen people out there, like, as I would like to say, they're clinging to scraps. It might work for an old man. But, like, he's got, like, the Wolverine Logan thing going on. Like, just out like that. But, you know, he's got nothing up top. Would he look really weird if he shaved everything and just became a super bold man with the Fu Manchu or whatever? It's high. Did you just sneeze, Kwama? Hi hockey? Hi hockey. That could have been what it was. I don't even know what that is. Is that some type of anime porn? Be nice to each other out there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. I didn't know his name. I mean, I played Tekken. Look, okay? I don't know the Tekken people's names. I know the guy, I recognize him. There's the young guy that looks like, you know, he's got the spiky hair. There's the guy that looks like a tiger, or is a tiger. Okay, that's it. Look, I know more Street Fighter, and even then, I barely know them. Okay, like let's narrow us down a little bit. Okay, just let's not go crazy. Okay, let me enjoy my skinny girl latte. Okay, don't get on me about my choices of coffee currently. And that didn't keep her as his eyes closed like the Shiva Hati in Final Fantasy 15. Spoilers! I haven't played that game yet. Kazuya's dad, evil guy that chucked him off. Whoa! More are these Tekken spoilers? You're gonna get on me like, Jordan, that happened in like Tekken 2. We're at like Tekken 16. Just shut the hell up. He's okay. Got it! Okay, relax. I mean, Tekken is basically this. Look, okay? I remember Tekken, okay? It launched on what? Was it the Saturn or was it the additional drive thing on the Sega Genesis that it launched on? I mean, I'm sure it was probably launched in the arcade back in the day when we actually had arcade machines. Look, I was getting to that point, Baker. Okay? It launched in arcade machines already, but okay. No, like, relax. Okay? We'll get there. It will come around to making sense eventually. That's because he did not eat all his soup that day. Cliff Bumper. The memes are strong today. Oh God, where did he? She spins my head right. Okay, we're gonna shut up about that. Virtua Fighter Rival. Oh yeah, I remember those. Wait, maybe that's the game I'm thinking of. Is Virtua Fighter and Tekken the same thing? This is where the insert facepalm goes, right there. No, you moron. Okay, just shut it. Oh, he's on something. A lot of cocaine. The cocaine roads. They're large and in charge right now. That's what's going on. Do you have a book up here that I can return? Move back. Like, you have a lot of books, but not the book that we apparently want. What's out here? Any books outside? Out on the patio, perhaps? Nope. Okay. Hey, dude. What are you doing here? This is like The Fly, Jeff Goldblum, and this isn't going to go over well. Okay, Jordan, you're too excited today. Had your quarterly sexual engagement with the wife recently? No. It's the coffee. I told you, it's the skinny girl latte. And I got the house to myself. So there's that excitement. You know, like you can turn it up to like 11. You know, there's no sleeping Logan in the other room. All that jazz, right? How it's become by. to you. It just came at the right time. Great. I mean, it happens when you hit 64. What happens? The bi-yearly thing? I got some years then. Look forward to that. Be lucky if it works when I hit 64. I mean, they're doing wonderful things with drugs nowadays, right? This is where I really don't hope that my son doesn't watch my streams. They're archived forever. I hope streaming is something that like a lot more older people, my generation, start to do later on in life. Like I unless it becomes super weird, like I'm trying to think now. Like you don't see a lot of, I would argue, senior citizens streaming. I've seen a few here and there, playing, like doing just chatting or playing. Ooh, oh, that was out. But the thing with that is that like the generation I'm in, you're in, we're all in right now. We're the ones that were playing the video games. Their older generation, they weren't really interested in video games. So I think like, look, this is fun. Why would I stop doing something that's fun to me, right? So, and as I've explained for why I stream, like I like to share that experience. So again, why would I not change that? So I think it'll be really interesting to see like, you know, Tyler Dick Blevins, you know, he's finally going to have his blue hair without having to dye it every 5 seconds. He's going to have to change up his name from Ninja Blue Hair or something like that. I know of an old lady. Yeah, like, so, like, I don't think she streams, but there's an old lady that plays Skyrim. Like, she's got quite the following. So a lot of things are going on, but yeah, like, I think it's going to go forward. God, I mean, if I'll be able to retire by the time I'm 75... God knows. Another Chrono Trigger moment. Pendant's gonna start glowing and we're gonna go back in time and meet up with Biff, Marty McFly, and the Granny Gamer. Is that her actual name, or is it did that just come to you right now, Kwama? I know a lot of people in their 30s are still going to play video games in 20 to 30 years, since that was kind of the cutoff for... Well, see, that's the thing, though. Like, do you think people stop playing games because they feel like that they're childish? Or it's because, like, there's just too much going on? Like, I still feel, even with the little guy, like, wife and I still have downtime, still lots of time to play video games, and I guess it helps if you know, the kid's chill and cool, which little guy is. But I don't know, like I wouldn't replace that with anything. That's still gonna be my downtime. Yeah, like it's funny, like my mom used to play, you know, the Mario. She's the person that like jumped when she hit the button and everything, and now she mostly plays like games on the tablet, despite the fact that she did enjoy playing, you know, Super Mario World and stuff like that. But the Mario, yes. Is it Mario or Mario? Well, on the upstairs bookcase is a notebook titled Orbital Energy as Applied to Force Fields. Go get it. He's yelling at me and tell me to get quick about it. Alright. Oh god, I mean, I wish I retired, quite frankly. Gray hair, not luck, okay? So that's sort of the problem. I do have some dye. I should probably take care of it. But it's getting a little long, but I've stopped having the wife cut it. I thought I'd be able to go to the mall and finally get a proper haircut. But at the same time, our COVID cases have spiked up the last 2 days into the 400s, and that's not like since I think like April that they haven't been that high or something like that. So everyone is fucking going bananas up here. So like sort of things are open here, like the malls and stuff are open. Although they don't think that that's the problem, they think it's like the people just having the parties in their backyard, having like 100 fucking people over when they shouldn't be. Quit farting around and make me so... I like that. I like that he's just getting right to the point. Yeah, second wave incoming. Well, so now that's the comical thing now, is that, I saw in the media, like on the news yesterday, like they're saying like they don't know if they're in the second wave or not. Like, how do you not know? Like, I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, thank God. But I would say like wouldn't like the second wave be like, okay, like you go from having like a bunch of cases, go down to like, let's say single digits or something like that, whatever it would be at, and then like, you know, it'd spike back up again. That would be like, oh look, that's our point. But we've been steadily at like around the 200 pretty much every day. So, and they go bananas over it. Like, you start to think about it. Like, I don't want to get on about all this. Like, you look at the population size, and then you look at the case numbers, and you're like, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Well, obviously, but like, you know, like, is that the conspiracy theory of everyone's going crazy? No one's like, you know, I think what the biggest part is of this, everyone has stopped caring. That's it. Everyone has had enough. Everyone has had COVID-19 fatigue. They're sick and tired of being locked in their house. They're sick and tired of not being able to go anywhere. I don't like, that's not me. It doesn't bother me. But I think that's a large group that they're just, fuck it. Like, they've had enough of that. Like, they just want to live their life as normal as possible, and they're causing these upticks in the outbreaks. And the young people, like, you know, I'm not a young people, but they're saying that that's the big spread because they don't care. Right, and the other thing was, they just announced like that they opened a bunch of like testing centers and everything. So like, hey, like, you think that if you open up a bunch of new testing centers and you're testing more people, aren't your numbers going to go up? Because like you said, there's going to be a ton of undocumented people. Like, take it for instance, like my work. My work doesn't want you to go into work sick. Boom, that's great. If you are sick or feeling ill with any of like what is the laundry list of COVID symptoms, which is like 30 of them, it's basically anything like a cold and flu, they want you to go get tested. So, you know, like, not all jobs are like mine, but they want like that proof that if you're sick, you've gone and get tested, and they don't want to have like a breakout, obviously, which makes sense. It's good on the work, obviously, but asymptomatic people too, of course. Like, I could be stumbling around with it right now, but then the thought process is that if I had it and I was asymptomatic, someone else would have eventually probably would have got it from me. So like, you know, that's how you can sort of work from that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm still drinking my coffee. Winter is coming. They didn't think the virus could spread any fat. I feel like that's the problem though. Is that, especially for something like my work, where like cold and flu season is coming, and they, you know, are you gonna assume that everyone who has the cold and sniffle flu like symptoms that everyone sort of gets because of the weather changing? You just gonna send everyone to get tested? Is everyone just gonna be sick because they have the sniffles? I don't know. Like, no one's saying you can go out and can't be social, but the main thing is don't be. Yeah, well, that's the problem. There's a lot of morons out in the world. A lot of them, unfortunately. So. So I just assumed you were both new employees. No, we're not new employees. We're bracers, junior bracers at that. But you know, it's not just the weakened immune systems due to colds in prime feasting grounds. No. We're drafted as assistants. I mean, it could be worse. We could be drafted going into like the Royal Academy Army or something. I don't know if they do that. Especially since the only thing you had me helping was making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Well, I mean, look, relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out in the deal, and in the end, how often does one get to participate in startup tests on a brand new type of orb? Look, what do we think like Professor Russell is making like a fluffing machine? Maybe he made a fleshlight or something. If you have a cold, you're more likely to get corona because your immune system is fighting the cold. Right. Well, I guess like it's not only that, but like I guess it'd be like if you're sick with probably anything, your immune system is going to be fighting that. And, you know, and she slips on in. I think the bigger worry with corona that is they're still learning something new literally every day about it. Like, few things have popped up of like, oh, like they didn't realize that, like, I guess it can, like, there's a possibility, I've seen this, I don't know if anyone else has heard it, that it can linger possibly for longer than 14 days. I've seen upwards of people saying there's the 3-week mark, 21 days to 28 days. That's even worse now. You think of yourself just sitting at home, possibly being sick, and get told you have to stay at home for a month. That's terrible. Yeah, I think I don't know how it's gonna work. I mean, America is not doing any good things right now, but I think living in a cold climate might help. A lot of people don't go out when it's cold out. People tend to stay in. And of course, like, you're not going to have patios open in the winter. At least I don't think you would. I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know. Have heaters. But again, like, that's the thing. Like, so if people are going to be stuck in, maybe it'll sort of die down a little bit. But I don't know. Then of course, the Christmas shopping season happens. And everyone's got to go crazy. Then we got, Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to have to get together with their family for that. So I don't know. Maybe it's all just a goddamn wash and it's irrelevant anyways. So... yeah, Black Friday is going to be fun. I would hope that the companies that, in the retail business would just sort of make a stand. Come out like now and go, look, it's in our best interest to not have Black Friday happen. Like, or maybe just make it online only type of thing. Like, you don't want hundreds of people coming in your store. But, money makes the world go round. So... I doubt, like, the reason why, like, I don't think it's true now, but, yeah, see, we're on the same page. The reason why it's called Black Friday, and why I don't think it's relevant nowadays anyways, but that was supposed to mark the first day that retailers actually got out of the red and into the black. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I've worked retail. There's no fucking way that you run the entire year up until November, and then you're finally making money? Come on. Now, I know that you could argue the fiscal year starts in March, and okay, maybe then that's 6 months. But there's no... well, I worked enough in retail to know that, like, they're making money every fucking month. Okay? It's not like, oh, we're hemorrhaging money until the big Black Friday happens. No, that's not how it happens. Maybe true for some companies, maybe, if you're in, like, a niche market type of thing. But, no. They're making money. I had seen, the cost on basically all goods. You get to see sort of like what the company buys things for, and then what you sell for. Believe me, there's money being made, hand over fist all goddamn day. Yeah, we still haven't really figured out where Cassius Bright is, really, at all. Alright, Kwama, we'll see you soon. I mean, I just got started, so I'm sure we'll see you back again. Yeah, from way back when. I mean, it's basically probably yearly stuff, maybe back then. Yes. Like, I mean, I worked retail last... God, I've been at my current place for like 12 years, so yeah, like about 13 years ago was my last when I was working in retail. But I even knew then that already in Canada, back then we didn't have Black Friday. It wasn't a thing. It's only an American thing, and now they have it. But I don't think it's true now as it was probably 15 years ago. Would be. I need to get myself a cold one. This coffee ain't gonna do it. That's for damn sure. What are we talking about? Yeah, well, we need help here. We're trying to find Dad. We got this orbment that apparently has no seams. We can't cut into it. But it allowed us to escape from the mayor shooting our heads off. So, Black Friday probably existed before it became a consumer. I've been trying to think of that. It comes so close to, like, back to school shopping was always the big thing, right? But, back before then, like, you were buying school supplies that were like pencils, papers. Nowadays, back to school shopping is you're buying your kid a brand new $2,500 MacBook, because apparently that's what little Billy needs. But like that's like what it's become. Like, oh, buy them a brand new computer for their dorm, buy them a laptop for their lectures. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Who has this type of money? Who? 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 I feel like we need the warmer. See, it ain't working. I feel like I look like a ghost or something. Same as E3 used to exist before being a public event, used to just be an investors meeting. Yeah, and I almost think now, do I think E3 will continue? Probably. But if this continues on, this Corona thing, into next year, next summer, which I think it could, I think E3 being a large-scale event that people go to will no longer exist. All we're gonna have is YouTube videos and Twitch events of a live stream of like, here's our new games, here's our direct, here's our PlayStation showcase or whatever. Like, have a half hour to 45-minute video. It's gonna look clean because there's gonna be no stumbling because it's gonna be pre-recorded, and it's gonna be great. Like, I don't understand why they haven't done that already. Like, wasting a bunch of money to open up a convention center just seems stupid to me. We live in a world now where if you want to send, you know, review or pre-review copies to people, you can. It's called the internet. You know, you can send them a copy and they can play it, and then, you know, or over a parsec, which is how things are going right now a lot. I don't understand. Like, you don't need to be in a giant room with a bunch of other people to see a new game. Is it cool? Is it fun? Of course it is. But that's not the new normal right now. And this isn't going away anytime soon. So I've thought about it. I think we need E3, and these individual shows are actually a bad thing. Oh, so you think that, eh? It just becomes more about companies playing their own corporate business games against their rivals. That's an interesting take. I can certainly see how someone could take it that way, and I don't disagree with you. I think you're on point with that. I just don't think, like, how many? Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't think Sony and even Xbox, I think, had 3 themselves. Nintendo's had a couple directs and a couple mini directs, or maybe 1 direct and 2 mini directs. And then there was like a weird show. Like, I think each company has had 4 fucking shows. Like, and we're only talking like sort of since the beginning of the lockdown. Like, so was this all the stuff that was supposed to be at E3? Like, why didn't they just like put that all down into an hour-long video or a couple half hours, and every 4 months maybe have one? I guess it's different because there's new consoles launching, so they have a lot of exciting news that they want to get out, but I still don't agree with it. Yes. Arguably the last one for each one, except for Nintendo's. The last show that Microsoft and Sony did were the only one that people cared about. I mean, you had all the other ones of like, oh, first, like, you look back at like Xbox's stuff, they're showing off like Halo Infinite, and then like, you know, their last one, it's like, you know, we're sorry, you know, people egged us on about the look of that game. She's gonna need a little bit more polish. Like, there goes your one, was supposed to be your killer app. Now, mind you, Xbox, whether this was their plan all along or they decided after they didn't have their killer app to launch day, is now they've made like Game Pass their big thing, which is cool. And then you saw PlayStation follow suit a little bit with like the PlayStation Plus collection. I was really hoping they were gonna merge PS Now and PS Plus together, but I'm sure maybe they couldn't get everyone on board for that. I don't know what the problem is, but I think that's what they need to do. All the others were completely unnecessary. In fact, they did a PS4 State of Play. Why? It's a console at the end of their run they could have easily been fitted into. Yes. So, like, I would agree with you. Like, I don't even think it should have existed. Like, because the PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with every single PS4 game. Why are you having a PS4 State of Play? Throw that at the end of a video or at the beginning or in the middle of the PS5 showcase. That's it. Heck, even if they're exclusive titles, have them come up and go like, oh, look, this is a PS4 title, but it's only available on PlayStation. Like, just sell it that way. Like, you don't have to, like, I think Xbox has not learned it. Sony has not learned it yet. Just start calling your things PlayStation and Xbox. Stop with the numbers. Okay? Like, Xbox couldn't be more confusing with like their Xbox One S, their Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, like, and each one plays different things, but some of them play all of them. Like, just when the new one comes out, that's it. That's the Xbox. How many kids are gonna be crying on Christmas morning that they wanted the new Xbox? Mom and dad have zero fucking clue about which one to get. They're just gonna only get the cheap one because, you know, money's tight. And lo and behold, they got like the Xbox One XS or something. Like, it's gonna be terrible, okay? Oh my god. It's just a big corporate jerk-off. Xbox's conference earlier this year was the biggest Your Move conference I've ever seen. It was a gamble. Well, that, and Xbox's conference was only outed early because they had to come out and state that the leaks were correct. So, make Sony reveal something so they could whip their dick out and go, we have this over. So, like, I guess the big question that I would ask you guys is, do you think Sony changed their price after Xbox's price? Like, do you think they were coming in at is it $299? Like, I'm only talking American prices. It's $100 more for me to begin with, and I'm sure for you, Baker. But what is it $299 and $3? No, it's so Xbox is $299 and $499, and the PlayStation is $399 and $499, I believe. All I know is that that's a lot of fucking money. But I can't see how Sony would have had more. Like, they had to have been the same price or a little bit, like maybe $50 top. I'm gonna say this. You think they upped their price? Really? Interesting. See, so the argument I've always had, it's not an argument, it's just words. So back in the day, probably early PlayStation, early Xbox time, the consoles manufacturers, Sony and Microsoft, they sold their consoles at a loss. They were very expensive to build, but no one was going to pay, I think at the time, like the cost of making them was like $800. No one was going to pay $800 for a fucking Xbox or a PlayStation 2 or whatever, right? So they sold them at a loss to sell you on the games, which is where the money is made. And then over time, you know, you get bigger factories and you have better contracts with the Chinese companies that can make the parts and get the parts much cheaper. And eventually they've been making profits on literally every single console they did that. And I believe it was the PlayStation 3, they broke even or sold at even. PlayStation 4, they sold at a profit. And PlayStation 5, they're selling at, I believe, the last thing I read, at about a $50 to $75 profit. So they no longer want to take that hit, but they obviously could have. And I'm actually a little surprised. Like, you have to assume Xbox might be taking a hit. They seem like a little, like they're really opening up with their services, but it's hard to tell. Like, the money is in the services. You can tell that with Xbox right away. Like, they want you in on Game Pass Ultimate and all that. Like, they want you in on that for years. Because that's their moneymaker. And they have all the games to show for it. Why wouldn't you get Game Pass? It certainly has, you know, trickled into the back of my head to think like, maybe getting that Xbox Series S would be a good go. I don't have any 4K TVs. I play on a 60 hertz monitor, so like I don't need, you know, anything crazy beyond 1080p, but I wouldn't mind playing some of those games. But a lot of their stuff comes out on PC regardless, so why would I buy a box for it? Hence why I'm more of a PlayStation guy. I think they were confident, saw Xbox decided to push it up and knew they could sell well. Yeah, I think so. They went low because I'm assuming they knew from PS3 that it's safer to go low. If Xbox sells at 500, they sell at 500. If they're confident with their showcase, which due to the fan reaction, they were. The problem is with either company, and again, it's different to each person, but neither console outside of Demon's Souls for PlayStation 5, and I'm not buying a console for one fucking game, is screaming at me like I need to buy that. The only advantage of those two consoles is that they're backwards compatible, but so are these ones. Well, some of them are. In an emulation sense, maybe. However you want to look at it. But that's the only way I would like. If my PS4 shits the bed and I have to get another PlayStation. I'm not gonna buy another PS4. I'm gonna buy the PS5. The only difference it makes is, do I then, like, I don't have many disc games, but I have a couple. Now, do I just bite the bullet, spend $100 less, and then buy those other games digitally, because I've more so become that, or do I buy the disc-based one just to cover my base? I don't know. But yep, there is the rumor of the Switch, like they're calling it the Switch Pro, but I'm hearing more that it's Switch is going to be what Nintendo's like DS and 3DS has become. It's going to be like their name of their platform probably for the next 10 years. So you're going to see, like, just the same as the DS. The Switch games you own now will work on the new Switch that will come out, that will probably maybe do 4K if it's not even a portable system anymore. But to me, I argue that the Switch works so well, even though I don't play it as a portable system, but that you see a lot of people, like, that's part of its value, is that I can put it in the dock, play it here, and I can play it on the train. I can play, like, that's their deal, like, and it works extremely well for them. Well, I mean, I've heard people say that the Switch, I don't know if the incline is still working that way, but it was set to beat the Wii. But it seems that they're moving a little more quickly. Like, I think Nintendo was even shocked with how quickly the Wii sold. And they didn't really bother, like, the Wii U, everyone's forgot about it. But it's, the Switch, I think they're going to replace that with another one, and then everyone's going to buy that new Switch. So, you know what, though? I don't know what it is with the Americans. Sony figured this long ago. Nintendo knew of this long ago. If you can't sell your system to the Japanese, which buys millions of these things, and sometimes multiples, you really don't have a hope. And then that's the problem of, like, why I love Nintendo. I love Sony PlayStation, is a lot of those games that I love, the JRPGs, they don't exist on Microsoft's console because it's an American company in an American sort of set. Like, they know that, hey, look, the Japanese are not going to buy that console because, A, they don't have the games, because they just know it doesn't sell over there. So I'm going to buy the games that I like, and that's how it just works. But Xbox tried, but Asian, yeah, exactly, and exactly. Like, Sony and Nintendo have realized, like, why don't we hit, like, I don't understand, like, Xbox can try, they're not, like, they're sort of getting there, like, they're starting to get, like, oh, like, we finally got Final Fantasy 15 on our, like, yeah, but you're 2 years behind. Like, remember when they made a big deal about, like, Final Fantasy 15 finally being on the Xbox? Like, what? Like, not that I've played it yet, but, like, that's the thing, like, that, they think that excites them over there. And they're like, yeah, that's great. A, we don't own your console, and B, I played it already 2 years ago on the PlayStation. But to them, it's a huge deal. It's a huge get. Maybe they're just happy, like, oh, finally Square Enix is working with us. Like, that's like, they've always been Sony. Like, I don't know. It's the hubris. Don Maddock did the most retarded smug interview where he told people to just stick with 360 if they did. Yes. He's gone now, right? Like, he was part of the fuck up of announcing the all-digital Xbox One, and then everyone was like, what? Like, you're gonna shove this down our throats? Like, he doesn't work for Xbox anymore, right? Like, they sort of got rid of him or put him out in a... Yeah, and Phil Spencer, like, again, I'm not an Xbox fanboy, not their biggest fan. Phil Spencer does a bang-up job. He seems to know what's going on in the industry. I hope they keep him, because he's doing good things for Microsoft. He's doing a lot of good things for Xbox, Microsoft, Xbox, whichever. But he's doing great things. Like, he's the guy that's gonna turn them around, and he's got a lot to do. He's got a lot of work on his plate, but he's doing fantastic. He went to work for a mobile company and then got fired from that. He's probably still getting fucking paid. And that's how that shitty that type of stuff works, unfortunately. I feel like I've missed like an entire conversation. I'm focused over here on the chat, not focused on over here, but I have been catching bits and pieces. They're just going on about the orb and how we can deal with it with a special cutter. Like, I'm getting there. I'm getting bits and pieces. Like, we're not missing entire things here, okay? Relax. We have some great Twitch chat going on. It's fantastic. Phil's a good CEO, very good, but just not the right one for an Xbox in the shitter. Yes, yeah, like, you almost need like that, like a desperate guy that's gonna do anything and everything to get Xbox out of the shitter. Then once that guy does his job, hand it over to Phil. Like, I agree with that. But Phil is trying. He's trying, and I think he's doing well. I mean, I guess the you would have to say, like, does Xbox need saving? Like that would be the argument, I think. Like, I'm sure there's some people, like you and I would still argue Xbox still needs saving. They're in one market, in my opinion, when they should be in 2 or 3. I'll count Europe as a separate one. The Xbox does the North America market well. Nintendo and Sony do all 3 markets well. There's your problem. How do you change that? I don't know. I'm not a CEO of a giant company. Maybe one day I will be. I don't know. Could you imagine? Jesus Christ, me at the helm. I mean, like you said, you have to take risks. If that started with dropping, those Xbox prices already another $100 off of what they already were at, and taking a huge hit to get people into your system. Like, let me put it this way. What if the new Xbox is launched at $199 and $299? Like, that would have people go, holy shit. Like, they want you to have that box. Take the loss for maybe 2 years when eventually you can get all of those materials and all those, graphics cards and CPUs that make that, and you'd be breaking even. You're making the money back on Game Pass. I understand they want to make money. Companies exist to make money, but that's the type of risk I think that you need to take, because, eating up and buying companies, which they tried to do last year, they sort of have really nothing to show for it now. Look, games take a long time to make. And they bought up all these companies, and they're like, yeah, like, we're good. We have, like, 1 or 2 games that come out. I don't know. When your console in double the time of a Nintendo console, which was a failing company, sells less than half, that's concerning. When you have to admit you lost a gen and you're no longer fighting, it's concerning. I don't know. I think the issue with Xbox is their exclusive catalog being too small. Price it. Yes. But I think you have to get people in to play it. I think. Maybe. I don't know. But you'd certainly have that group of people who would be like, fuck, I'll just get one because it's fucking dirt cheap, and then I can play the games. Again, the argument is that, like, especially the consumer like myself, where I will be building a new PC or buying one, whichever. But if Microsoft has moved over to, like, pretty much everything is going to be available now on PC and the Xbox, why am I buying your box? I don't know. Why would I? Like, Nintendo games aren't available on PC. Sony is sort of just realizing, like, if they port something like 6 months later on a PC, people will buy it. But you still want those exclusives. The exclusives sell you on the console. And Halo hasn't been around in a long time to sell a console. Sony has tons of stuff. Same with, like, that's why Nintendo is so well. You want to play Mario? There's one place to do it. And that's on the Switch. That's it. Like, you want Mario? Boom. That's like, you want Smash Brothers? Boom. Like, that's, and those are their killer apps, as they would say. Like, you want those? Here's the avenue to play it. That's it. And they do a good job with it. Potentially, but then the consumer might think, why pay for cheaper and less when I can spend more and get? Yes. Halo's coming back, and their showcase involved meg graphics and a retarded gorilla creature. Hence why they're redoing it. I think they're putting in a lot more work, as opposed to a little bit of polish, as they would say. So, Well, there's my retarded self reminding myself to save the game. No, I understand that. It's not good enough for me. It's probably not good enough for you. Hence why, like, whatever. If I want it, I'll wait till it comes on PC as part of the Master Chief Collection or something. Like, those are the good ones. Like, I've even looked, like, at Xbox Game Pass, like, on PC. A lot of games are a lot of garbage. It's shovelware. Like, when I look at that, like, there really is, like, 3 games on there I want to play. And I'm not spending $15 a month to maybe play 3 games that maybe interest me. That's it. And 2 of those that I want to play are coming to Steam or are on Steam. So why bother? Or they're available, like they're not even an exclusive, right? Like they just might be a console exclusive for 6 months or whatever. So why? Xbox should can their console production, go into publishing, sell out to everywhere and make profit. I agree with that, but I have a feeling that there's someone, like I almost say it's the Microsoft CEO. I don't like, I mean, it would probably be his call, or even Phil Spencer's call, probably. I don't know what it is about them that like they feel like they have to make a console. Like maybe this is their last one. Like it is looking like almost every game I think is going to be on PC. I think that was their point. Like I think they tried to do it with the one, realized like, no, it's not going to work. I'm trying to think, is there anything currently that's coming out for the Xbox Series X that isn't available on PC? Even if it's just available on the Microsoft Store, okay? You want to be stupid with that? Fine. But maybe this is the last one. It could be. It certainly could be. But can you imagine that? Like in 3 or 4 years time, like all you have is a PlayStation and a Nintendo product, and then Xbox games are just available like wherever, like on the PlayStation, on Nintendo. We're getting there, I think. We're almost there, I think. My skinny girl latte is almost gone. It's almost beer time. Alright, what are they doing in this black orb? Are they trying to cut it in to see what it is? This is the orb that Cassius Bright gave us. I feel like this is going to blow up in our face and this is going to go terribly. From here on out is the real deal. No direct input or output was detected. All we can do is measure the center crystal circuit response. So, like, in your personal opinion then, what do you think is the holdup of why they keep making a box? Like, they have the PC market. Like, Windows enough makes them money hand over fist. And then they have the computing with the server stuff. Like, a lot of people are using the Amazon server stuff for a lot of their work stuff. But Microsoft is still just as big as that. They're probably about, like, I would say 20% of the market share, with Amazon probably being 40%. But, like, why make a goddamn box? Because they still have diehard fans that want to milk dry for, I guess. This thing is going to blow up in our face, and we're going to all have, you know, soot on our face from it blowing up. The tachometer needle's shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. Oh god. Have we just summoned like a demon from hell? It's the same black light as before. Yep, that's what it did when it saved us, and it sort of like froze the other guy. Why throw away easy money that's holding you steady? That's why I'm saying Phil needs to make a big gamble. Oh god. turned out the lights. Now, like, of the world or just of Zeiss? They're like, what the fuck happened? Am I saying it right? Is it Zeiss or Zeiss? So long and we'll have something. Oh god. Where did Joshua go at this point in time? First one, Zeiss. Okay. Yeah, hey, look at this. A scientist who's actually thinking about, you know, the city he lives in. He was like, push it, and then we realized, like, shit was hitting the fan. You know what? Maybe get it down. Shut it down. So, like, was Estelle or Joshua just having that thing, like, in their pocket the entire time? I can't assume that that's good for the penis. Can't be, right? Boy, it took me an hour to get the first penis joke out. That's not like me. You know what? It probably is. I'm gonna say probably not, but you never know. Like, maybe it adds a few inches. You never know. Could you imagine everyone just carrying around a black orb? Hence the color, right? Oh god, I kill myself. Yeah, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, put a black ornament in the back pocket. Improve your penis size by 4 inches. I stole your joke. I did, a little bit, but I'll give you the credit. You probably had it much more before I did. So that's the way of the stream, though. I mean, I ruin everything. Anything and everything. I'm going to grab a beer. This is feeling good. I'm going to take the advantage to have at least one beer today on the afternoon. I got to go to work later, but I feel that things are going fine. I'm liking it. Where's Elvin? I'm becoming a great streamer now, stealing other people. Isn't that essentially what everything is? Is just stealing everybody else's content? Like, if something works for somebody else, that's what you do. Like, isn't that like that's the whole world? You as a big time so hold on. This is what's gonna happen. I steal from you. You don't even stream, so you're on the low end. Then I steal your content to the 4 viewers that I have. Then Ninja steals my content and puts it out to the masses. That's how that happens, right? And then gives me 0 credit. And then I give you 0 credit. And then we're both unhappy. Okay. I'm happy that we were able to get down to the bottom of that. It's like where are the trickle-down stream economics, right? They don't exist for us. I mean, we're all probably bigger than Ninja, quite frankly. I don't think Ninja has a black ornament in his back pocket. He's just got money. That's what everyone sees in him. My 4 viewers. I mean, technically right now, if he's not streaming, I have more people watching than he does. That's the only way it's possible. Cheers to that, though. So that was the orbital shutdown phenomenon. What? The what down? I mean, it would appear that the Black Orb did do that. I mean, I don't know what we did. We shined some light on it, and, you know, it took all of the power and sucked it dry like a... I mean, I thought he was going to cut her on up. I mean, look. Sure, we caused a blackout and was a little interesting. People caused concern outside, but... Professor! Oh god, who's this? Ah, Murdoch. Just the man I wanted to see. Well, he came in rather quickly. The feeling is not moved. He is pissed. You're making up for the fact that you haven't said penis in an hour by saying an hour's worth of penis joke. Yes, no, I'll finish with the penis jokes. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would just cause all of the power to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault. I mean, technically, it is your fault. You were doing something with the Black Orb, and it caused this, so you were doing it. Matt Murdoch. Is that his name? Well, if that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your... See, I agree with Murdoch here. You gotta agree. Nuts. You got me. No, Matt Murdoch is the real... Oh. Well, I don't know Daredevil, okay? The only Daredevil I know is Ben Affleck, okay? And I kick myself that I even went to see that, okay? That's how stupid that movie was. I mean, is it good for blind people to have a hero? Sure. Why not? I just don't think Daredevil's the one that should be the hero. I know, but I know that. I didn't know that. I don't know. I just know him as Daredevil. That's it. I have no interest in Daredevil. Was it good? Wasn't it canceled? Probably. Do you know how late it was? Still, Joshua stayed at the lab for the... Oh, God, we're going to breathe in all of the meth chemicals and everything that Murdoch is cooking up in there. It was canceled because Disney Plus began. Are they continuing it on Disney Plus, or... Probably not, I guess. I'm surprised enough about the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. They haven't yet, but I think down the line. Yeah, it probably would be good. I mean, Disney just needs shows at this point in time. They can't make enough Mandalorians. So what's the prof gonna do now that his equipment's gone all kerflooey? Oh, that's a great word. Morning, Tita. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. Yeah, I never watched any of those. The Shield, I think that's another one. Yeah, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for Central Factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the Black Orbs. Okay. Oh, it's fine. Really, Grandpa's investigating is out of pure curiosity more than anything. Just go back to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. To be fair, Iron Fist sucked. Probably right, Demonic. How are you, by the way? He said he was going to expose himself. Wait, Demonic said he was going to expose himself? Like live on stream? During a Tony Hawk stream? Revelations, I think, are happening. We're back with the elevator music again. And that's one way to get some viewership, you know, pull you right on up on live stream fails. Probably get you a ban pretty quick too, though. But hey, you know, viewership is viewership. If you look on the Just Chatting right now, there's some craziness going on, always. I'm sure there's a porn star or two out there that lost their, you know, their chatterbait or whatever it was that they were on and realized, like, oh, look, I can come on here and make a quick, you know, extra buck or two. The OnlyFans ain't working out, I guess. It did, but it was still part of the Netflix catalog of Marvel. So what is it that, like, I guess it's a weird thing with like Disney that because they own Marvel, right? So like, is there anything that they've allowed Netflix to continue to make, or did they pull everything that basically had the Marvel name attached to it? What a cutie! I wish we could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That is kind of creepy, Estelle. Very, very creepy. We need to find that book. I feel there's more books for the library. It's still there, but in terms of new stuff, no. So I assume that they just had licensing agreements for a few shows, let it run its course for whatever season they're on, and then wrap it up, and either it goes on to Disney Plus as a whole, or can it, and it never happens type of thing. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday just to be on the safe side. Well, okay. Baker, you're forgetting the first word when you keep using exactly. It's yeah, exactly. Okay? You have to use yeah. Okay? Gotta do that. Alright, still in progress. I don't know where else I'm gonna find these books. No, I'm not like you. I don't steal my God. I don't steal content. Alright, I'm looking up this temp librarian. If I could... No, that's not anything I want. I need to know where these other books are. I've literally been everywhere. And I'm getting all these job application things from typing in temp librarian. There we go. Jordan? What? Huh? What? Second objective. The books should be in the... I got those ones. Wait. Oh, fuck. I read that. I could have sworn I've been to the clinic. I'm telling you, I've been to the fucking clinic. Now it's gonna tell me, you can't go there. Not in real life, evidently. Oh, term long. Okay, we're good. Jesus Christ! I could have sworn I went to the clinic. I remember going there. I talked to the doctor. She told me I wasn't retarded. Oh God, I can't even imagine. Alright, so we heard the basics from the chief already, but I'd like to expand the account with some first-hand on deets. Fuck, there's some tears had right there. Jesus Christ. So the orbit that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present. You'd have a nice ring right next to your, or a nice X on, oh God. I wouldn't want that. That would be terrible. I've been doing so good. I've been doing so good over everything. So that's where he's going. Central Factory. I think that's where I can go. Now is this gonna just fuck me over again? Probably. What's this little kid doing? Hey, Charles! Hey, it's been a while. Who's this? You remember the kid who was looking for the quartz shard in Roland, don't you? Remember? We took a quest for it. Are you heading back to the Republic? Now Central Factory. Made some cash in Grantsville and got some shopping to do. Why did she have to call him an obnoxious brat? Why? Yeah, who would have thought an escalator is going to sit there and be a wonder to a kid. Alright, so he was on the 4th floor, right? Clinic. I am so fucking embarrassed. A kitty. Okay, so now we're trying to find where a book is. Son of a... All right, I believe it was on the 2nd floor. Good one, Thornton! Yeah, we handed over the kitty talk. Good, now we have all the books again. I thank you for your assistance. No big deal, we didn't have any issues. It's good to hear. In that case, perhaps I should go ahead and ask for your help with my favorite type of work. Yeah, what are these significant problems that you're rolling with? Just like before, we need some overdue materials returned. The book in question is called the Herb Woodpecker. Woodpecker. Oh god. Herb Woodpecker. The Herb Woodpecker is a pretty famous bird. So do you have any clues for us? Yeah, a matter of fact, take a look at this. Approach the man of stone standing in silence within the mountain village pond, and ye shall receive. Okay. It was written on a card that was taken from the book. Imagine that's some kind of hint to its whereabouts. Hint of bad poetry, maybe. Or it was only borrowed because someone with way too much time on their hands wanted to hide it somewhere. Evidently so. It's a sort of trick that researchers used to play on each other long ago, and I have no idea why someone would possess to hide a book of all things. But we've had our fair share of unusual characters, so it's not surprising that anything that we might follow was such a bizarre custom. Anyway, we'll leave this matter in your capable hands. Please bring the book back. I'm afraid so. But the guild sent you, so I have every confidence in your ability. Understood. You may have to search every nook and cranny in Zeiss, but I'm sure you will find it. I'll be waiting here, and when you find it, please bring it back. Alright, so now we got that stupid thing. Okay, so that's done. We can hand that in. So now we got a new one. It seems it's hidden somewhere within the Zeiss region. Approach the man of stone standing in silence within the mountain village pond. I don't know where the fuck that would be, but we can certainly find it, my guess would be. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the office. I believe that's where they wanted us to go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Murtaugh. What a day yesterday was. We've been getting complaints from the citizens all morning. Yeah, that was rough. It's not like it was your fault or anything. I'm very sorry, sir. We didn't mean to cause... No, don't apologize. These kinds of things happen when you're doing science. Jesse! Science, bitch! It happens a little bit more often with Professor Russell science, though, so, is he coming already? Oh, yeah, he came in very early this morning, all fired up about something like Vince McMahon is, probably. Probably needs some assistance, so go on up to his workshop and see him. It's on the 3rd floor. By the way, Tita, sir, please don't get the professor too excited. If we have a repeat of yesterday, we won't be able to do anything for a while. So I'll be careful. Can we go in the back door here? No. Door's locked. Okay, don't yell at us. I think Tita, we can put some stuff on craft cannon. Boom. Shield vest. Rocking the double spikes. Alright, so what do we want to throw on with her? Prevents blind, that probably would be good. Prevents seal, defense +3. I think that fits her. The woolly knit cap. And ruby talisman. The wearer's attack and defense will become fire-based, or we can look at having water-based. I think fire fits. So let's have that on. Alright. She does not have a lot of hit points. And we're gonna have to change that battle position. So having a like, why do they keep changing this shit? I have no idea. I wish I knew. But you are ranged. You can do some shit. So please step back there. And we should probably save. Oh man. All right, 3rd floor. Have we lost Demonic already? Chit chat with him and tell him that he's exposing himself. I can see why he would leave. Never mind. No, he's probably just sitting there with his mouth open, going, Jordan, come on now. It's not in here. At least I didn't see him. The workshop. That's where we wanted to go. Another failure. What on earth are you doing and what are you cutting? Ah, you two are here as well. I see. Oh, yeah, I know. What can I say? We were worried. So, what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black orb. Wait, so hold on. He never gave it back to us? Ah. Are you playing the new one or are you still playing the old one? I heard the new one was really good. Might bring back some old memories. Okay. As you are, sir. As you are. And click. What are we doing? It stopped. It's like a saw stopper. It seems like the black orbment is blocking the functionality of the other orbments, interfering with them in some way. And no doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. I mean, I think that was just sort of like a play as to what it was gonna do. But it seems like everything in this world is run by these orbs, and now we have this black orb that, you know, hasn't been made, or at least not in any traditional way. And it seems to interfere with literally everything else, so that nothing can happen to it. Yes, good thing. The interference with nearby orbit seems to spread out, moving from orbit to orbit like chain lightning. I'd put the range at about 5 arc. What is an arc? Like a kilometer? A foot? Penis length? Nobody knows. We're gonna measure everything in penis lengths right now. That's what we do. However, even with that knowledge, there's simply no way to know what causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside. It's very troubling. Well, I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I agree with Estelle. Just yell at the damn thing and give it a good whack. I'm sure that'll open her up. Well, yeah, anyone thought of trying, you know, fire? Maybe it'd melt down in a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Well, yeah, well, it was worth a shot. God damn it, Estelle, use your fucking brain. Might as well be a goddamn blonde. No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives orbits to work, can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on orbital energy. Is there even such a thing? The combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to orbital. So wait, they're ahead of us in convention to what we use? I would have thought like maybe orbital energy is a little bit like electric energy. Maybe this game is foreshadowing something. Neato, I get it. Fire is the key. But Grandpa, never even seen one of them. What, a grandpa? Or, no, a combustion engine. I'm pretty certain that there's one under study in the central factory workshop. You'll need to get the fuel, though. So, like, oil? No, it's called gasoline. Extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. So, yeah, should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. I'll help. Anything else we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can, but I told you. Go get the engine and the gasoline. We're putting you to work. Alright, leave it to us. So, where will we find these? Let's see. I've forgotten. You just said not to say that. If you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is the operations room? What's a room with a bunch of orbital computers? It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping. Well, I guess we're gonna head there then. Then I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Well, let's go find this operations room thingy. We can figure that out. To the 5th floor! Oh, Tia's just gonna... Okay. I give her all this cool stuff, and she's like, nope. Operations, that's where we want to go. Look at this, they're just standing there walking into machines. Nobody knows. Let's check this place out. This has to be the operations room, hence when we walked in it said operations on the door. Hey, you two. Hey. I haven't seen you two before. What, you might tell me what business you have here? Oh no, it's understandable, Baker. Thanks for dropping on in, buddy. I appreciate it, and have yourself a good old weekend, though. All right? Enjoy, buddy. Thanks. Name's Travis, senior engineer and supervisor. Cheers, buddy. Nice to meet you. We're in the Bracer Guild. We're junior bracers. All right, we're here at the request of Professor Russell. So, yeah, we're looking for the gas and an engine. No, not in trouble. No faith in these people at all. He was the one who developed the capital unit after all. But even after being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid. I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case, though. We need to find where the central factory stores its old-ass equipment. Oh, is this what he's talking about? Go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. The cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capel, or Capel. These days they mostly get used to assisting airship navigation, but this one is equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world, so it's a supercomputer. Essentially. That will send the signal through the wiring and allow you to access the memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see, then it simply extracts the data you want. No sweat, man. Alright, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the node with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Okay. Like, so are we touching anything else here? My meter's saying that everything is running smoothly. Perfect, okay. Orbital calculator. Memory check. Okay. Please insert search item. Central factory. Universal tech. Related talks. That's it. Oh. Combustion engine, a machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within, less efficient than its orbital counterpart due to issues with gaseous exhaust and noise pollution. Owned 1. Owner, Maintenance Chief Gustav. So we gotta find Chief Gustav. Alright. Emergency stores, 20 mid-sized tanks. Repository, Orbment Manufacturing Factory. I don't know where that is, though. Any wheeled vehicle powered by orbital energy. No data. Underground factory entrance. Okay, so there's an underground factory entrance. I don't think I need to know anything else here. Death of Professor Epstein in the sovereign state. Look, death of Professor Epstein. Look, Epstein didn't kill himself. Okay? The government did. Oh, we're just getting like a bunch of this all coming out. Edgar III dies. Alicia II becomes the throne. Construction is on the Langwin Bridge. First orbital-powered airship, the Calatrava. 39 failed test flights. Wow. Celia's commissioned. The Leibniz Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed at its current site, the partially underground factory in the Kaledia Hills. Oh. Professor Russell resigns from his position as factory chief and is succeeded by Murtaugh. Natural Science and Medical Research Divisions are founded. The passenger ship Eterna sinks in Calvary waters. Count Prince Judas dies. The Orbital Network, a joint venture with the Epstein Foundation. What an unfortunate name. 100 Days War. So it seems that there might be something underneath that tunnel, maybe. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick little piss break. I'll be right back. Praise Elephant, folks. Ow! Just tripped over like 8 cat toys. Yeah, elevator music, it's jamming. I'm loving it. Did Tony Hawk, did they redo all of the music? I assume that they probably didn't go through to get all the old licenses for the old music, because that was also another good thing about those older games, was they had a pretty good soundtrack. If only his presence of mind were on par with his intelligence. Well, Adales isn't one to bestow 2 blessings to one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine things? Maintenance chief, right? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you have to go there to speak him. Also, the gasoline is likely in orbit manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there. I'm sure they'll happy to get it for you. They included all the old music except for... Oh, that's actually pretty good. Although, probably in retrospect, it's probably like those groups probably are just killing to have their music out there again and be paid, so they probably weren't too expensive to get the licenses for those few songs to begin with, so... Alright. So in the basement here, I assume? Is that where we're heading? Let's go to the basement here, see if that's what they were talking about. Oh wait, was this was the entrance to... I was just gonna say the tunnel. That's right. It gets repetitive after... Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. Oh yeah. What kind of guy is he? I tried asking your friends, but he didn't tell me much. I just can't concentrate. Oh, that's the emergency staircase. Okay, this looks like there's definitely some, probably some gasoline here. What's that? May I help you? So we explain the whole situation. Yeah, we need gas. Gasoline. I think we have a tank of it back in the storage somewhere. I'll check for you. Superman by Goldfinger is a good song, but yes, yes. You got it muted. I mean, I remember doing that, because I'm trying to think. Was that back in the day? Was Tony... I'm trying to think, like, yeah, totally elevator music, Kwama. I'm trying to think that in... Was Tony Hawk 1 and 2 PlayStation or PlayStation 2? Fuck, it's been so long, I can't even remember. Because I'm trying to think, I remember they were on the PlayStation 2, you could make a, you could play, other music. Like, you could stick in, like, a USB drive of music or, store stuff. But yeah, it must have been the PS2, like, Underground probably is what I was playing, maybe. I can't remember. Or maybe you could do that on the PS1 too. Well, there was no USB sticks on the PS1. So that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it? Yeah, a conveyor belt system isn't just good for ordering goods. Entire network that connects the whole facility. Convenient. This is, I don't know what you guys have, but, so, it's Belgian Moon to me in Canada. I think it's Blue Moon to you guys. I don't know why it's different in Canada. I don't know why. I wish I knew. And it's called Light Sky. So usually there's like, it's Belgian Moon, and then that's just what it is. This is a new one. I think it's for fat people, maybe. I don't know. It's like one of those low-carb beers, but it tastes really good. It's called Light Sky. It's a wheat beer. It hits a spot. You're on water now. Just water? Seltz it up a little bit, maybe? It's okay, Kwama. Water's okay. I love a good Perrier every once in a while. Plain water. Alright, thank you for the help there, Faye. Yeah, we're gonna go find this combustion engine. The fact that it made me get that was funny. Alright, can't go in there still. Okay. I feel like maybe going back to... So we gotta find where this is. God knows where the hell that is. I feel like if we go back to the... level 1, see if there's any more guild quests just before we really pop out. We've lost Tita. The little beer was nice, but gotta watch the weight when aging, my friend. How old are you, though, Kwama? Maybe this is something I have to keep in mind. I mean, COVID certainly hasn't helped. It used to be really thin, around 53 kilograms. What's that? What's that in freedom units? Even despite the fact that Canadians also use kilograms. And now 69. That's still not too bad. New product testing. Tester for new sneaker model. You're 41. Oh, so we're close enough in age. You're still young, Kwama. You're still young, buddy. 40 ain't bad at all, buddy. If you think your legs are up to the task, come see me in the laboratory on the 4th floor of the central factory. All testers get a free pair of shoes. You know what? Sign me up. Fourth floor. We're gonna come see this guy ruin everything. I hope so. Absolutely, Kwama. Absolutely, buddy. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm not looking forward to turning 40 in a couple years, but I don't fear it. Like, I don't feel old at all now, and I don't feel like, you know, that'll change. Just keep an eye on everything. Gotta pet the kitty. Everything will be okay. It seemed yesterday was quite stressful for everyone. Things here were mostly like usual, but everyone else was rushing until all hours until I came this morning and found Antoine asleep on the bed. Yeah, the kitty. Right behind you. Antoine has been living in the central factory for quite some time now. He doesn't have an owner and tends to be cared for by anyone who feels the urge. I mean, I would take that cat. Definitely. I pet the cat. Absolutely. Though I'm sure Antoine has a little desire to be formally owned by... Oh, okay. Don't want to take him if he doesn't want to be owned. Do be friendly to him if you do... Absolutely! All the time! Pet the cats all the time. Yeah, we got that gasoline combustion engine. Thank you for your help. Okay, so you're not the one that's got anything going on. Bite his ear. Alright, so maybe this is not where this is going on. They did say 4th floor. Maybe it's the lab. God, are they going to put me to work here? Finally managed to make a prototype. Just been waiting for testers. All I can do in the meantime is find some insole. Fine-tuning of it. Excuse me, we came here because we saw your posting on the bulletin board? Yeah. My name's Terry, and I'm a researcher here at the Central Factory. Well, I'm Estelle, bracer in training. I'm Joshua. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Getting straight to business, of course. Got a task for you. Do your schedules allow for it? Yes. We're not any busy type of quest on here or anything like that. Game's flowing along nicely. The request said you needed help with a new style of sneaker being tested. Give me the deets. Alpha Strega. The Strega Corporation is conducting research on new products to bring to the market. Are these like the new Yeezys? Is that what's going on here? Requires you to wear these prototypes around to various places. Upon the successful completion of the test, you will remain is to put them in production. So where do we have to take these shoes? Yeah, what's wrong with the Strega Corporation? That reminds me of Persona 3. Strega. What was that in Persona 3? What was that something? Now that you say that, I want to say like that's an item or something, right? Or maybe it's a persona? What? I'm trying to think. Also, I have to replay that. I was sort of just running through a little bit of my content the other day, and I came across my Persona 3 playthrough, and I somehow like just started in the middle of like nowhere. Like I think I'm like 10 hours in. I don't know how that happened, but it was sort of like at the beginning of my streaming career, as we would like to call it. But that's right. Yeah, so that's on the list to probably run through the journey and the answer probably. So I have heard rumors. It was weird. Like Persona 4 came out with a new one. I heard when Persona 4 was getting done that they both were going to get like redone. So I think Persona 4 is a little bit more of an easier game to do for an audience. Persona 4 wasn't as dark as Persona 3. Watching the enemies? No. I would much prefer to play the game. I enjoyed that game actually, regardless of whether they remake it or not. I enjoyed it. It is, but I didn't mind it. It's not like that's the thing of like a lot of people like myself. Like I got my start with Persona 3. I saw Persona 5. I was like, that looks like something of interest. Like obviously there's 4 more of these. So I was like, well, I guess I get into 3. I liked it. Again, like I agree with you. The dungeon in there, Tartarus, as it's called, is rather mundane, repetitive, as you say. Social links were really, yeah. But it still is. I think the story is really good. And I think if you're not playing through it for the first time, like I won't be, it's not that I would race through a lot of the content, but I feel like I sort of know what to do, and I wouldn't be doing like a 100% run or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it. We could probably do it in about 60 hours. Probably. Yeah, it's fine. It's not Persona 4, which I think is a great story, and I love Persona 5 story too. You know, there's the rumors of Persona 6 is obviously in development. Look forward to that, obviously, probably on the PlayStation 5. So from the Elmo Spa to the Wolf Fort, all the way to the Sanctheim Gate. And when you feel you've tested them out properly, come back to me. The layer between the soul and insole is my responsibility, so I want to see how it holds up. Alright, let's wear them out. What do you mean the extension? Like, are you meaning like the answer? Because there's two stories of in FES, right? Like there's the journey, which is like the main one, and then there's the answer. I never played the answer. I heard that's a drag. And it's another slog too, but you know, maybe like when something opens up, like, I mean, again, I got it on the emulator, like it'll work, it'll run. Do we have these, do we have to put these on? Like that's what I'm trying to think. Oh, we already got them on. The craft shoe, new type of training shoe developed for rigorous workouts. All right, we're good to go. The journey is the original P3 with some new stuff, and the answer is the follow-up self-contained. Okay. Still 25 to 30 hours, but it's like 2 hours of story, and the rest is painful grind. See, I guess the advantage of that could be for a streaming perspective is, you know, you could play the journey, and then, you know, find where the grinding is and then do that like off stream and then get to the story part. But I guess I don't know where that would be because I've never even touched it up. I suggest cheating your way using the PSX2 for speeding the answer. Yep, that's probably what I would do. It's probably what I would do. All right, so we're gonna check in here, make sure there isn't any more other quests that are just popped open. We've taken that one, product testing. So we got a medium, and we got to take care of that. I think we've reported everything. Yeah. I tried to do it normally, but it's all right. But damn indeed, right? All right, so God, where do we have to go for this? Like, it doesn't even really say. Just grinding over and over for the next crumbs of story. It's not right. That's what games were back then, though, right? Like that's what they were. Let's see. I mean, let's maybe go travel. Where do we have to go for that? So we got the gasoline tank. We gotta find where this Gustav guy is. It's Persona 3 the answer times 10. Persona 3 was already suffering from it. Yeah, but that I think that's just the old style of the game, right? Like that's what it was. And the thing is like some games do it extremely well, right? Like you have like if you look at that same era, like I would say like something like a Final Fantasy 9 is a great playthrough, right? Like I haven't played all of it. Like that's on my stream list to play, especially with the big update that came with I think it's the Moguri mod. Like that's something. So geez, so where are we heading here? Straight Plains Road, Ritter Roadway. I don't even know where half these places go. We should probably actually look at the items. Books. Take a look at the map. So we got Wolf Fort over. We got Elmo to the south. So Looks like maybe we'll head south first. Head to Elmo, because it doesn't look like there's much there. It looks like there's far more to the east with the tower and the wolf fort. So we'll head south where we're going right now. I did not love my experience. We still have something to deliver for the professor. You did make a note of what it was we're delivering, right? Don't be a jerk. Of course I wrote it down. Oh, wait. So are we handing in the gasoline? Is that what he wants? I guess. I'm still playing this. It's a long go, Shalakard. It's a long go. How are you, by the way, though? Just general tactic. Also, if you play FES, you can. Yes, yeah. So that's the one I did play. Was FES, and it was a little weird of like getting into it, like starting off for it as like getting into the Persona series. And I was like, well, hold on. I just control my main guy. Like I don't have any control over my other characters. It's as bad as having like Donald and Goofy use all your fucking items from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I didn't like using it. Yeah, you gotta play Doctor. That's for damn sure. And then they would heal themselves if they got hit like once. Meanwhile, the protagonist is dying. They won't heal you, and then if you die, then the game is over. That sucks. Where was I going here then? I've already forgotten. Where was our 4th floor? Yeah, you have to play tactic to make them do something reliable. Yeah, and they're never really overly reliable to begin with, so. Fuck, where? How have I forgotten already where we're supposed to be handing this in? Okay, Mitsuru is my waifu, but holy shit, she can do jack shit. She would always just heal herself. Yeah. I'm not using them? Oh, I just missed your spot. Yeah, Donald and Goofy need those. Yeah. I remember like getting into that like first right from the hop. And you'd be like, what the hell? And I'd be like, Embryo Gaming, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But I remember like, you'd be like, what the hell? Like Donald just used all my shit. And then you'd be like, Goofy's using all your stuff. And you're like, I am out of potions. I can't even do anything about this. Okay, we're just here. That's not the guy. Where it was it the 5th floor? I can't even remember. I just raid random people after my streams. Well, I appreciate that, Embryo. Oh God. Can you remember all that? Like, you'd get charmed, and then everyone would get charmed, and then you'd be like, well, what the hell? I can't leave this area, though. The maintenance chief is also in charge of the airfield. You'll find him there. I mean, you've been streaming Cold Steel 2 and thought, let's go to... Oh, that's awesome. So I haven't played the Legend of Heroes series before, so hence why I'm here at Trails in the Sky. I'm gonna play through those because the Cold Steel series looks like a lot of fun to play. So hence why gotta start at the beginning. Gotta start at the beginning. Gotta start somewhere. Just yeet ourselves off there like we're a Lindy's cat. All right, so. We're gonna go back to, I guess there was the port. We'll try there. I don't know, like I'm having a brain fart of where we have to go right now. There we go. There's a Julio fight outside? I feel like I'm missing something. Hi, need a flight? Westbound airship has just departed a few minutes ago. Lucky all the series have their own separate story for the... I heard that. So they're sort of like Final Fantasy. They sort of keep their own, like, you know, parts of it, but everything is sort of separate, like the Persona series as well, right? Where's my present, a boy, right? Like right at the beginning. Oh my god, that was hilarious why she said that. What do you mean he's not here, man? He went to Leston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency. So where's that? Largest base in the Royal Army out by Lake Valeria, up in the north part of Zeiss. Great! I don't know anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back. He just sent word to us. So, like, is he back now? Like, what's going on here? Hello, an airship. Speak of the devil! So we didn't have to actually go anywhere. That's a huge bitch! So what other, like, are you big into Japanese RPGs, Embryo? Or you play a little bit of everything type of thing? I mean, I guess I could go and check out your channel and sort of see so for myself, right? That doesn't look like a regular public airship. It's wrong in the shape, and it's got worms all over. Worms! It's got, oh god. Worms! Shadow cards, some of us, for some of us, games already cost $80. I think here in Canada, you might start to see $99 games up to $100, which sucks. Hence why I buy a lot of stuff digitally, because they don't tax you on the digital stuff. It's not yet anyways. They've been trying to work that out lately, but... Well, that's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk to them. No, absolutely. It's going to be more expensive for you guys in the Beaver. It is. I mean, already, like, take the... you take the cost of the consoles, add, I think so the PlayStation started at $399 for the digital one. It's gonna be $499 for me, and I think the other one is $649. But most prices in retail go down 10 to 15 right at release. For PS4, it should do the same. Yeah, I mean, and also, like, unless my PlayStation 4 breaks, knock on wood, there's nothing that interested me to buy it at launch, so I don't need to buy a PS5 at launch. I need to buy a new computer. So there's a lot going on. What do you want? Look here, Mr. Blue Hair. I need to chat it up with somebody. As much as I thought Demon's Souls looked really good, really clean, I thought that looked possible on the PS4. Maybe some of the lighting really opened up, and I understand, like, that's an exciting game for a lot of people to buy in, you know, to buy the console. Again, I don't buy a console for one game, but that would be my one game I would absolutely purchase. There just wasn't anything else that struck out at me. Like a lot of the PS Plus collection, I've either played them or owned them. So, like, okay, that's great, but not really much is going on. Well, that's convenient, as we explained that Professor Russell has asked him to find a combustion engine. Well, you've got good timing. I'll give you that. Hang on a second. Was he just gonna, like, pick it up? Hoof on up himself? The thing is like, when Microsoft was doing their Halo Infinite event, the other thing, like, you have to look into, like, I know everyone shit on Halo Infinite, okay? I know they did. But what you gotta look at is, like, all the other aspects of what's going on. Like, there's a lot of particle effects that probably couldn't have been done on the Xbox One that is only possible on the Xbox Series X. Same way, when I do watch that Demon's Souls trailer or in that gameplay trailer, there's a lot going on that, like, maybe appears to most people, yeah, why isn't that on the PS4? But, like, the lighting and stuff like that eats up a lot of the RAM that would be available to you on the PlayStation 5. So maybe, like, maybe it's that RTX stuff all rolling. You know, it's that type of stuff. remember how the Order 1887 looked. It just looked like Demon Souls graphics. It did, except Demon Souls will probably play a lot better than 1884, the Order. Whatever the fuck that game was, never played it. Maybe on a still image shell card, not so smooth in gameplay for Demon Souls, yeah. Yeah, the Demon Souls playthrough looked really, really slick. Well, shadow card, I would argue that we're starting to have, like, we're gonna reach that plateau where games are already gonna look probably, you know, we're getting like where each new iteration is not going to be like, oh man, can you see like now, like what we're looking at is like what Kwama said, like you know, they've learned to put in SSDs into these consoles, therefore the load times are either going to be very small, minimal, non-existent. Instead of having games from now that are generally mostly 30 frames per second at 1080, we're now having games that are going to run at 4K and 60 frames per second or faster. So those are the things that are getting jumped at. Like maybe they maybe not look as good as you would expect them to be for the extra cost, but I'm looking at like what Kwama mentioned, the smoothness, the 60 frames per second, the higher resolution that is just not possible on the current consoles. Is it worth the extra money to shell out? I don't know. That's up for the consumer to decide on their own, obviously. Like that's why I'm gonna wait. Probably like I waited 2 years to buy my PlayStation 4, and I'll probably wait a year until I get a PS5 at least. So there really is no reason for me to really jump at that. Most of the games that I want to play that are coming out are either going to come out for, you know, the PS4, Cyberpunk being one, or, you know, if I build my computer within the next 6 months or so, I'll buy it on that, and it's gonna have, you know, the 3070 or 3080 in it, so like it's gonna look just as good on that. Like those are the things I gotta shell out money for on, and I need a new computer more than I need a new console currently. All right, so I need to finish this quest. I'm hoping that it doesn't, you know, I can finish up the other one, get that library book, and check out these sneakers. I mean, Cyberpunk is going to be really exciting. My fear, I will finish this game. I'm working on it. Like literally, I'm 42 hours in, Kwama. We're getting there. You know, it's an RPG. It's taking some time. These are my bread and butter. These are things that I love to play. Let's get back to the workshop. Yeah, so I feel like I don't want to finish, like, I gotta finish the Temp Librarian Plus, and then I gotta do the sneaker run. If you're going to look for every quest, good luck. So Baker has sort of told me that I should just run the stream like for the story mode and then do the side quests on my own. But I have another 80 hours to go then if I keep doing this, right? I guess. I mean, it is. Is it it's a long, like I got one more chapter after this. The ending chapter. I'm finding that each chapter is about 10 to 15 hours. It's like 2 days. It is, but where is this guy? I thought they said the workshop. Mother fluffers. Guess they meant up at the top. I just started Fallout 3, and damn if I explore every marker on the map. Oh god, that's another game I've wanted. I've tried. My problem is Fallout 3 breaks on the PC constantly. And I have Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 4, but just zero interest. I do check everyone for discovery, but might only get back to it. I look for a guide for actually existing quests. Jade Empire, fuck Fallout 3. Oh, there's so many games. Where am I supposed to go here? Back to the workshop. Where is the workshop? Clinic. Lab. Markers are everywhere. Yeah, I need some markers. Well, like Skyrim, you know. I mean, Skyrim, another one. Operations. This is not it. Where? Why am I having a fucking brain fart right now of where on earth the workshop is? I thought it was like the guy's house. That's not it. Where is the workshop? Scream to me in chat if you know where this goddamn workshop is. Because clearly I have no goddamn idea. It's on floor 5. Thank you, Emgro. How did I miss that? Like, did I not go to see it? I meant to say -5. Wait. So is it not on this floor? Are you trolling me? God. Slightly, yes. I enjoy a good troll. Atmosphere is great, though. Yeah, black and white choices in that game. I mean, what more do you expect? Okay, what is it here? Orbital Factory. It's not here. Bracer Guild. General Goods. Hotel. Bar. Arms and Guards. Somebody's house. Not there. Home and fact. Where am I supposed to go? Like, what? What am I missing? What the fuck is the workshop? Like, this is not it? This ain't it? Why am I having a fucking brain fart over this thing? I have no idea. I'm losing my goddamn mind here. Where's the professor? Where is he hanging out? He's gotta be in the fucking factory. What am I fucking missing here? I'm going fucking bananas here. Not planning because backlog, yeah. No, I don't want to see your fucking quartz. Where is the professor? Tell me right now. He's not on the first floor. Okay, boom. Going right up to the second floor. He's in the bathroom. God damn it, my chat is trolling me. He'll be out shortly. It's neither of these people. I could have sworn. Is he not on like the 4th floor, 5th floor? What quest am I on? I'm on the Black Orbment Moan. Let's get back to the workshop. I've got the combustion engine. I've got the gasoline tank. I can't leave until I hand it back to, I'm assuming, Professor Russell. Where is Professor Russell? I'm going bananas. I'm spinning all over my keyboard. Finally! Holy shit! 3rd floor. I think the only fucking one I didn't check. Jesus Christ. Thank you for trolling me, chat. That was great. Appreciate it. Failure 100. Yes. Yes. Just quit the game. I am not quitting this game after 40 hours, and I'm actually enjoying it, by the way. All right, let's start her on up. But you see, no, you're just seeing the normal anger pop in. That's what you're seeing. Clunky looking. You're clunky looking. All right, throw the gas on in and let's see if this thing blows up for it. I don't think this is going to go over well for the black orb. Everyone's penises are going to shrink by 3 inches now. And click. It's definitely a lot louder than normal engines. Yeah, you can even tell because their chat boxes are fucking moving. You have also 3 series started. Man. You know what? Kiwama, I have to fight that urge to not start up giant series. Like, I'm fighting the urge to play Final Fantasy IX. I'm currently in the middle of Shadowrun Returns. I got BioShock, series on the go. Uncharted on the go. Oh! They will shrink by 55 inches. God damn it. Installed Assassin's Creed Unity, closing in on the latest entries. I could never get into Assassin's Creed, ever. Okay, shut it down. Shut it down! A tiny scratch is faintly visible. That's it? Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to go through quite a few saw blades, though. So it's going to be a real test of patience then. Professor, can I talk to you for a second? He's going to tell us, like, fucking everything was going off all bananas when he was cutting into that thing, probably. The rest is dispensable. Black Flag was fun, though. See, I think I tried the second one, played it for a little bit, probably own it on 360 something somehow, but not really my cup of tea then. I don't know why, but... I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The orbital-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa has broken down, and they can't make any money like this, so they'd like for you to come and try to fix it. Oh! You must be kidding me. Of all the times for this to happen. Well, if you're busy with that, why don't you send another engineer over? No, that pile of junk is at least 40 years old. It's going to need a special little touch. The younger techs have no idea what to do with any of that. It's not state of the art. Grumble, grumble, what a pain in the ass. Not played Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey. Oh, you got a lot to play there. But I buy when a sale is good and it goes back. Like, haven't they put all of those in a nice little collection yet? Like, how have they not? How is there not an Assassin's Creed collection of like all 5 of them in there or something? 40, that's not old. It's not 12. I mean, embryo. depends on your take on what is old. Kwama, 41. I'm 38. I don't think of myself as old. Told Kwama he's not old either. Embryo, I don't know. You could either be the age of an embryo, somehow typing away, or you could be 96 years old streaming away. Could be either or. Oh, sorry, Kwama. I didn't want to prematurely age you and say 41. Sorry, he's 40 currently. Doesn't look a day over 32. That number's a reference to something. The 1200 years? Okay. You're 10. Oh, it looks like Tita's gonna go on down to the Elmo Village and fix up this heat pump. You got school on Monday. Don't we all, right? Can you help me with the maths? I'll see you in 4 to 5 games. I guess I will. You know what though? Haven't they all changed like the maths going forward and everything? Like, aren't they all different and weird now? Like, do kids even use like bedmass anymore? Like brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Isn't it different now? Like, they've changed that, right? I've seen some weird YouTube videos of my nephew showing me like the new math. Common Core is annoying. I don't even know what that is. It's a bracer's duty to ensure the safety of the Liberals' roadways, and therefore seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is going to be our responsibility. Look, we just gave her a giant gun, and she's going to be just fine. Show your work or you fail. Yeah, like, I remember I was in school, in high school with a kid. I can't remember his goddamn name, but he was one of those kids who, he could do all the work in his head, for math, but he couldn't compute it to write it down, and he'd look at all these weird equations and he'd be like, yeah, the answer is this, and he would just write it down, and they'd be like, no, like, you've got to show how you got to that conclusion. And he's like, but I'm right? Like, and they'd be like, well, no, you're not going to get the full marks, because you get a mark for each little thing you did or whatever. Like, it was ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure he's probably a goddamn doctor or PhD engineer or something like that now. He's probably working on the space shuttles. Boy, the more that you guys keep mentioning that this is just pure elevator music, that's all I just get out of this. Could you imagine? Just rolling on down, giant tower, listening to this, just grooving. Did we hear that Pokimane is a VTuber now? What's VTube? Am I missing something? Like, she took like a break from Twitch or whatever, and now she's a VTuber? Or did you mean YouTuber and you just hit V by accident? She's a virtual YouTuber. I don't know what the fuck that is. Well, what we're going to do here is I've got to go to work today, guys. So, unfortunately, as much as I would love to have this stream continue, I'm going to go rest up at the hotel before we really travel on out and sort of figure what we're going to go. Basically, she wanted to be a cute anime YouTuber. Oh. Wasn't she already that to begin with, though? Yeah, we're going to sit on out. South entrance. Oh, they're going to finally let me leave? Look at that. But she's just a basic bitch like Hatsune Miku. Alright. Like I said, guys, I'm going to rest up at the hotel. Enter on off at the south entrance here. And, yeah, a hotel. A sex hotel. Mr. Moneybags. I mean, I spent a lot of my gold, my Mira. I only have 6 grand left. I did have like 40, but I had to buy a bunch of, you know, items, you know, for a proper 120. It was 80 the other night. That's ridiculous. That's not the entrance or the exit. That's where we wanted to go. Anyways, yeah, millionaire Jordan Spengler, like there's no pandemic. Oh, I wish I was a millionaire. But anyways, guys, I want to thank everyone coming on in. Today was a good day to stream. I might be able to stream tomorrow. Depends what time the wifey comes back. I still gotta work, so I'm on nights, so we'll see. Maybe if I'll wake up a little bit earlier, we can squeeze one in. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Follow up on the Discord or anything like that, and we can certainly see you or the Twitter. We'll figure it all out. But ladies and gentlemen, as Kenny Omega says, goodbye and good night. Bang. See you next time, guys. I'm not having my wife on stream. See you guys. Toodles.